Hello YouTube, from a not too distant future, Insane Monster here, finally back on Warcraft 3 Re-Reforged. Let's dive into the Realm Eternal, the first mission on Quel'Thalas, and by doing the first mission with the elves, we need to make the elves. So, I know, some weeks were skipped, I was a bit tired, also a bit ill, now I'm better, I'm back. And first of all, I want to show you the incredible high-heaven tech tree I've been making together with the awesome skills of my modeler, Mr. Ogrman, and our illustrator who makes the icon, Mr. Claw Arthur Lawrence. So let's see it. Yeah, Michael, that could work. I can use the plural form, right? So, let's see what the game does. It's good to be back. Yeah, agree. But development never stopped, okay? I always develop stuff. It's just a point of not really feeling like doing streams. Knife ears, pig ears. Humans with pig-shaped ears. My god, the game takes so long to start. Please, game, start. Make me happy. Let's adjust it a little bit. Oh, why not? You can't believe that, but I can type the name at in there, so I had to write it down elsewhere and then copy paste it because Blizzard Launcher is bugged. So now I can press this. It will not work properly. Yeah, let me close this. Come on, game. Oh, much time wasted. You see? You see? Game. Please, okay. Now it should work. Eternity, yeah. It's incredible. It's a meme. The game editor, it's a meme. Come on. By the way, you can see a golem in the units here, but it is not going to be trainable, okay? It's just there pre-placed. We have some nice little things, but I will show you them in game if the game starts. You see why I am tired then. Yeah. Actually, this map will feature one Easter egg and one interesting thing that is not going to be explained, so I will see who have discovered first. I will not do it on stream, so you will not be able to see it. Okay, finally. Thank you, game.
Our town is under attack.
What? My god. It's time to slaughter them all. I didn't expect this to happen, but it happened. Okay, very well.
What a good idea. Once again, it's up to the elves.
Okay. So, let's see this beautiful thing together. First, let's begin with the units.
The Blood Elves await.
Lieutenant. So, the lieutenant is just the captain, okay? Nothing else. It's something you can control, you can possess with banshees. It deals damage, but it has less health. It's a bit weaker. The same applies to the swordsman with respect to the footman. Only 400 instead of 420.
Is my
Priests and sorcerers are the same.
Sparky.
Your move.
get on with it.
Say no more.
The archer is the same. It's all adjusted to be all coherent with all the other solar pointy-eared human.
I thirst for magic.
Then we have the Spellbreaker. The Spellbreaker, as you can see, is normal. It's just a bit resized because it was too tall. Then we have the Walker.
I'll have it up in no time.
This is the Oak Strider. And as you can see, currently is using scenarios, Nightmare Scenarios voice line, because I plan to have a custom voice line for him.
Battle awaits.
Dragonhawk Rider. And Golem. The Golem has the Slam ability and the Mana Burn ability. I can do it here. Can do it on friends. And this is just the Golem, okay. Very easy. Then let's move to other interesting units. Ballista. The Ballista can research explosive bolts. If you research explosive bolts, you get access to explosive bolts dealing larger damage in an area, larger area damage in general, and being able to attack trees, something you can do right now. Also, you can see the area damage is very limited. It will be larger and stronger. And you also get different visuals on it and different visuals on the bolt. I'm trying to extract them from World of Warcraft, Alajan. Let's see if we manage. So that I don't need in all languages. I mean, it's already there. Then,
You're interrupting my
we have the Walkers. The Walkers can be turned into militia.
Yes, I'm already on it.
Very beautiful militia. As you can see, everything has its appropriate icons. Very beautiful icons. Some are default reforged, some are improved from default reforged by being from the high piggy pointy here humans type. And then we have the buildings. So let's see what
No,
we can build.
Let me do it.
We can build
Blueprints.
villa, barracks, lumber mill, blacksmith, house, altar of the sun, arcane sanctum, sentry tower, hatchery, and arcane vault. So let me read the comments. Yes, of course, we want to replace all the blood pointy here voice lines. We don't need to replace the ones from the Spellbreaker because you will not be able to control the Spellbreaker. You can't possess something that is magic immune. So because of that, he can keep his
Get on with it.
regular lines. We need to have new lines for him and new lines for that. I would like to have them together, basically. Just this one with some kind of strange sound coming from the bird he is currently riding. Hello, Dekumi, hello. No significant change. Of course, they will have different skins, but in general, everything will be the same. This is what we're going to play later on. That's the idea. And this is why I'm focusing on it so much right now, okay? Because if I do this enough right now, it's going to be much easier later on. Hello to the Toro. So, let's now come to see what we can do, for example, in the barracks. Of course, this is the palace. If you build a villa, it can be upgraded to manor and then to palace. If you are in the barracks, you can build swordsman, archer. And oh yeah, I see I made a mistake here. This should be fixed. This is the version with one version is the version with the bolt. Let's try it. So let's do greed is good 1,000 for 10.
I'll have it up in no time.
How did that get approved?
Okay. And then we have Strider Rage, which is Berserker.
Is complete.
Then we have Defend, regular Defend, Marksmanship.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Oh my god, links.
Summoning is complete.
Then you can have this animal war training. Yes,
Is complete.
custom voiceover will be for all elven, all pointy ears unit, but you can possess walkers and whatever you wish, except for Spellbreaker, which is not going to be possessable because it's magic immune. Then you will see that the you cannot build units. So you can build all buildings, you can research all upgrades with possessed worker, but you can't build new units. Okay, so now let me try this ballista version. Okay, you can see that. So this is immediately visible. This is the one which we can try, for example, to play a bit with that. Okay, so this is the difference between the two units. Of course, this is like Barrage for the Siege Engine, which is supposed to just change the skin. It changes the animation. I think you like it, okay? It's very, very cool. So, this is what you can build. Of course, you can only build one, depending on what you research. This was my mistake. Stop spamming emote. Playing, you know, Nightbath route. Then, as you can see, all pointy ear buildings, I have this ability. Yeah. Solar Masonry. Solar Masonry allows buildings to slowly regenerate hit points during the day. This is evident because if you notice, this one is much more damage than currently his, okay? So in general, this will allow you to regain health during the day. And you can improve this through appropriate upgrades. Oh yeah, you are right. You can see the icons. Let me fix this for a second. Oh, no? Too bad? Let's see. So, here you can see here. Okay, new icon. New icon, new icon. And yeah. So you can of course also upgrade here. You can see there is Iron Forged swords with pointy ear flavor, Iron Forged arrows, pointy ear flavor, and Iron Plating, pointy ear flavor. Then you have explosive bolts. Here this is pretty regular, okay, nothing special about this. Here we have Ragnarok. Here as you can see, you have one item less than default and something different from the humans. And then the Solar Masonry here, which appears here just as usual. And yeah, that's basically it. You can improve armor harvesting and improve the Masonry type. And also you can improve the bows of the archers. So this is basically the roster. Ponty year 9. Here we are. I think the quality of the art, both models and icons, is incredibly good. Okay. So, and I think this roster is very similar to the humans, while also be different. For example, this is a different take on all of that. If we research something, we can see we can keep improving.
Research complete. Research complete.
Arcane Masonry. Yes, the Golem is untrainable, just like the Naga Royal Guards.
Research complete.
As you can see now, I have researched the abilities, so now both of my units will use this. And you can see only one can be trained now. This was just a little bug there. Then yeah, we can do this, and we can also upgrade it.
Upgrade complete.
Very easy. I think I'm going to keep the reveal only... No, I will keep the reveal on both. And we'll have here the upgrade. It's fine. So yeah, that's basically it. If we want to see this in action, we can try to play against this mana worm here. Ah, by the way, this incredible building has the ability to attack, to cast Force of Nature. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I can cast mana worm on them. We can kill them. Yeah, the Oxtrider have bought Animal War training with this. I think enough time passed for the real world ban, right? With Elven flavor. And then we have this Strider Rage, which is just a Berserker ability. We can try it.
Research complete.
If I use it, of course nothing is displayed yet. We're still working on this model. But you can see it's much faster and attacks much faster. Toom, toom, toom. Very powerful. Okay. These of course are supposed to be dead, laying down. So let's explore a bit the map before we move on to working on them. Well,
This better be good.
we can increase the size, not a problem. This is just a bit of... We can fix it. I can just increase a bit the size. This is playable only if you control them, and you can control it. They will be playable in the Blood campaign. Yes, I am trying to avoid to use any real voice actor and use the voices from World of Warcraft. It will be awesome and much easier for me. So let's see if I manage. So, as you can see, we have this null camp. We need still to add some details. It's broken here. You can expect some lynxes to be here. Here you can see the model of the lynx. We have improved animations and everything from the original version made by CSW. Then we have murlocs. We have all these trees in the appropriate bark color. I know, so we're going to see about polish what to do. Then we have this golems here. I'm still designing a bit this area. We have trolls here. They need to be colored. We need to put some banners. And then I want to have here a troll destroyer with the appropriate banner here. And not as a playable unit, you can fight against, just as a prop. So that you can see that they basically move with their ships up here. And it will be a troll destroyer from CSW. Then as you can see we have mana worms and trends. And they belong to this faction, the Sylvan Defenders. Then there is all the Elven villagers. They're not yet placed, but you can see the village here. These buildings here are destructible. So this can be destroyed, okay. So technically this is something that will be in the game. You have to expand a lot, because your original gold mine is so low, it's already finished here. The second one is this one, or you can move up here. And then if you move up here, you can find here, and here you have the runestone, okay. The runestone is supposed to provide one runestone protection aura, devotion aura basically, and the other runestone healing aura to all the units in the map allied to it. So it's pretty powerful, and destroying them, besides being the optional quest, is going to be very, very useful for playing, okay? To solve the map. Codex entries are done already, so we have all the codex entries. These golems are supposed to be sleeping, and when you approach them, this will be destroyed and they all wakes. Then you have, of course, all these players. You have Sylvanas here. I can tell you that Sylvanas no longer has True Shot Aura as ability. It uses an item, the Alleria item, and she has some other abilities like Silence. Then she retains the Frozen Arrows. She has then the same ability of the Blade Master, Windwalk, and then she has Starfall, which I plan to replace the graphics. Yeah, this is the gate. The Elven Gate is going to be renamed to Outer Gate. Yeah, that's basically it. There is something I'm working on. I hope you might like this model. Tell me what does it seem to you. It should be team colored. That's the only thing that's missing. Yeah, that's basically it. We also have some ships here, another Easter egg, you will see. Okay, this is. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it should not be an easy map to trigger. In practice, you can imagine that beside the ambushes, which are going to require an heuristic to decide if you should attack the player units or not, everything else is pretty straightforward. You just play here, you do things, you fight, you finish gold, you move on, expand, and then there is a bit of visual storytelling. Imagine them here dead, this a bit more destroyed with more stuff around, and this barricaded here. Makes sense, okay? It gives you the impression something is happening in real life, like a little story to be told. The same thing happens here, so we're going now to work on this a little bit and try to flesh out this area. But in general, I think it's pretty straightforward. And we already began to ride the AI of the fast riders, so that then I can derive the other AIs. Most of the work is going to be done through AIs. So it will be a macro map with some interesting events, like you break... I think it's boring to break trees, so when you break these trees here, they will break very, very quickly, but because trends will spawn and attack you, stuff like this, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's basically it. Any questions about this? Are you curious to see something? It's been a lot of work to make this work, everything to work like that. I think I didn't put the altar, or did I?
An elf would have thought of something better.
Let's see the altar. I didn't put it.
Glory to the high elves.
Be quick, human.
Be quick, human.
Research complete.
We have the buildings.
Summoning is complete.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I come to cleanse this land.
I'll have it up in no time.
I changed also this
You're interrupting
to
my
be like the same projectile Dragonox using. And now if you keep here, you see they are actually healing very fast, because at the last level it heals very fast. This is a very powerful feature, okay, for the high elves. And also the blood elves later on.
The time is now.
Pop, pop, boom.
There it is.
Well, yeah, okay, great. So that's done. Let me move this back. Open the background music and remove all of this because we don't need it anymore. And let's work. So, yeah, I think it's should be pretty interesting to play. I hope to make a fun macro map without excessive railroading or other things like too many scripted events. Okay, I would like to have something that, yes, that's environmental storytelling, some scripted things, but not a huge load of them. A bit more free. Also, I think to be consistent with other maps of previous campaigns, and considering that some people lamented that the second mission of the campaign, which already released, was too easy. I think I'm going to remove spirit towers from the previous mission and enable spirit towers in this mission only. So I guess I will remove towers from static defense from undead in the previous mission and introduce it here. This way it will be much better, I think, in general. Because here you have to defend a lot because you don't have enough resources, so it could be cool. Hello Fulgrim, welcome. So, let's design a bit this area, shall we? this is like a bigger null camp, where the nulls have been repelled outside of the camp, okay? So we want to show this with some environmental storytelling. Remember the first rule of narrative, I guess, in general. Show, don't tell. So let's do that. Let's show without telling. Where are you? Come on. No. No? Oh. Yes, I think it's better. It's also consistent with the human and the prologue campaign. Truth is, I think video games, real-time strategy games, should get rid of static defense. I mean, static defense can be fine, so long you can only build a certain amount, they cost a lot, or even better, they have a short time duration. I think static defense is the worst thing to happen to real-time strategy games. I think that turtling is a terrible strategy, because if you turtle, you don't do everything. Basically, if you turtle, you are removing player agency. And what you want to do is to give always player agency. That's the goal if you're a game designer. And you want to design your game around giving player as much agency as possible, in my opinion. Now, of course, some people like to turtle, but usually they like to turtle because they are afraid of playing. And you don't want your players to be afraid of playing. So, of course, at certain level of difficulty, static defense are necessary. But at the starting levels of a campaign usually are easier, and so static defense trivialize the game. So that's why I think they should be removed, and I will do so. I will make sure they are removed. Yeah, but that is against the point. The point is that you should not punish those who are not turtling. No, you fail to see the greater picture. You don't want to make turtling a better strategy than do other things. Turtling is not like take your breath for 5 minutes and then go playing. This is not turtling, okay? This is regular gameplay. Turtling is stay in your base, accumulate forces, then a move and win. This is what you want to avoid, in my personal opinion. This trivializes the game. With high enough difficulty, that's not a problem. StarCraft 2 does it perfectly, but in a way which I don't fully like. StarCraft 2 forces you to not turtle by putting time constraints, so you can turtle. I think a better way to design this is to make turtling for too long not better than doing anything else. Now, I can do this by forcing enemy attack waves or make special maps, but I can do this on the first map or the second map, because of course these maps are supposed to be easier. The starter levels of the campaign are supposed to be easier than the later levels. So what you need to do is to make sure player cannot turtle at the beginning. Then when you give them the ability to turtle, you are just giving them a new tool to solve a problem because the problem becomes more complex. Otherwise, you risk to trivialize things at the beginning. I hope to have been clear enough. Remember, agency is not choice. Agency is the urgency of doing something in order to win. Okay, and by urgency, don't think that you should run like a madman. By urgency, mean that you should feel compelled to do that something in order to win. We both know that if you turtle enough, there is no catapult that can win, especially not in the end of the AI. You have also always to understand that the AI players cannot be as good as the human players. They are just heuristics. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's put a mushroom here. But you can do this on the starting levels. Yes, Blizzard did that in the last Night Elf mission, which is you don't say the last mission of the campaign. You can do this on the initial missions, because the enemy is not supposed to be so strong. You really want the player to start with low-level units against an enemy which has access to the full tech tree? Will this be good? I think this will be very bad. Enemies are designed to be fun, not to be optimal. Playing against the optimal thing is never fun. Yeah, but let's take for example the second human mission in my campaign. In that mission, humans are not supposed to be able to build siege units. If you turtle, you win. You can't lose by turtling. Because they cannot break your defenses well enough. Of course, if you say they have everything, okay, fine. Then turtling towers are just an additional tool, not a cheat strategy. In that mission, I also wanted to avoid heroes during the attack because I wanted to create a stark contrast with Sylvanas now, which will be very, very much on the offensive. So I know I'm still terraining, but this is not really terraining. This is, now that I made up my mind about what I want to add in certain places, this is my way to add this stuff at certain places, okay? Okay. So here we have the cages. Let's break another one behind. Great. Now, we have this other place here. Okay. Another little trick. If you don't want to spend too much time terraining and adding the same level of detail everywhere, try to add the level of detail wherever you think the player is going to look at. So if there is something interesting, try to increase the level of detail in the area. If there is nothing interesting, just keep average detail. Of course, average detail doesn't mean anything, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to put nothing there. Average level will be... do not exceed yourself. Now, as you can see, I'm increasing here the amount of stuff because I need this to be looked at, because it's a nice place where you're expected to see some environmental storytelling. No custom nodes here. They're not so important in this mission. I don't want to make them important for no reason. "31 people online. I mean, that's awesome. Thank you people for watching. Appreciate that. Let's make making games more fun. Because I will tell you, making games is much more fun, albeit more stressful, than playing them. Okay, very cool. Now a bunch of tulips. This is a bit too much. Hello, Bylink, welcome. Welcome to the stream. The most insane of all monsters is back. Why are you so high? What's the problem, little flower? Okay, and then this in the middle. Maybe this a bit better. In Act 2, first mission, PT, Pette, don't know how to pronounce it. First mission. Have you idea how much time does it take to make all the high health roster? To make it well, of course. And now it's done properly. Unique, familiar, good looking, pretty powerful. Like, how awesome is that? And you're still missing some skin for this. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so now that it's pretty cool, I think now I can go to props. It is always General Kenobi time. Crate's empty. This is making it too small to pass by. Okay. Then there is some like junk. There should be some junk. I guess we can have a glowing torch. You can't even... No. The type of skeleton is random, and you can change these random values. You can change the random values using the upgrades. So by upgrading, you add new units to this random pool. I can explain my reasoning. Basically, Warcraft 3 relies a lot on RNG, which stands for Random Number Generation. I think we should try to embrace that and accept that as a game, Warcraft 3 is very RNG based. Naturally, this thing can create some problems for some, okay? In general for competitive play. But since you're not creating competitive play, I think we should not care about it. And we should have fun with it. This is whatever it wished to be. What will become? What it is already? You have skeleton oh, sorry. I forgot that was on the other monitor. You have skeleton expertise and you have skeleton mastery. If you have skeleton expertise, It reduced the cooldown on the mana cost of Raise Dead, and Raise Skeleton can now also be Skeleton Archers. While if you research Mastery, then they can also be Skeletal Mages. So, Necromancer will be fun. Very fun, they're ready. I need to find the pile of junk. Here we are. Okay, let's see if I can manage to put it in a decent shape. No, please. When you design a map like this one, you have to take care of something pretty interesting. The thing that you should keep track of is the terrain. I can explain myself. If you play as the undead, you are supposed to change the shape of the terrain. This is not an issue in a game where all the terrain reacts accordingly. Problem is, while trees do react accordingly and the default terrain texture gets replaced with nothing basically, the problem is doodads do not. So if you place doodads in area, which can be certain doodads of course, in areas which are going to be eaten by the blight, what you obtain is a very weird effect. This is why if you check my doodading in these maps, they are always around these areas which are not something you can transform. Of course, you might say, in some maps you didn't do that as much. Yes, if the map has orange tileset, it is a bit more dead already, so it's less needed. This also applies to Northern, for example. In case of this very green environment, it's very evident if you have a green thing in the middle of the light. So that's why I used this strategy here. So by doing this, if you make the blight here, like with random unit, you see, it still looks decent. It doesn't completely feel out of space, feel out of place. So this is a simple strategy to do something like this. Always keep in mind that, especially on HD. Not really important on an SD, but on HD it's very important. Okay, so now one thing I wanted to add. I'm guessing I can try to do something. No, there is market. The big trees. I guess you can see the answer by looking at the ground. The big trees are designed in place where you cannot blight them. It's all designed with something in mind. Okay, so now, of course, I like to usually have it like this. Here we are. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Destroy camp. Lynxes kill the gnolls. We can add some flies here. Bit too big. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Okay, this is environmental storytelling. Favorite unit added to these random questions are very hard to answer. Favorite unit added in the Frozen Throne. Well, I guess Spellbreaker. Hello for a stroll, Pilgrim. Never doubt me, please. Let me do some environmental storytelling. This is the first part of environmental storytelling, where you have these units here. These are all dead, neutral, okay, they are alloc, so basically locust units, killed by lynxes, okay, with this part destroyed, and they barricade in this corner here. And this is cool, I think. It's just something you come up to, okay? There is no text, there is no voice. It's just like this, okay? You see it and say, oh, cool, that's story. Then here you can see that I need to add here a boat. I'm still waiting for the texture to put on the flag of the boat, on the sail of the boat, which should not be the Horde. I want to use a Troll Destroyer. And so that's it. I now will decorate a bit this area. Then we have this area here, which I'll not spoiler what it is for. I think this area is fine enough already. I can add some more detail here around, like something like this and this. Oh. Ah. So bizarre. Don't like it. Okay, so that's pretty nice now. Pretty cool area. Utox was here. Well, not really. I want to put a flag here. And then what to do with this, you will discover by playing. I will not tell you. There is also a cage here. This cage is supposed to release a Troll Warlord. If you have any name or something special you want about this Troll Warlord, we can do this. So let me know. Okay. Yeah. So let's decorate a bit this camp. Let me save so I don't lose progress. If something happens. Okay, so now let's go back to the props, and we have a lot of things that we can use. Some trash, for example. Trash. Some open crates. Oh, also trashed cages. These feel very trolly. If you want to, yes, it's supposed to be caged, this troll, okay? So don't add something that is too relevant. But if you have something cool to add as a name, I can add it. No problem. That's why I asked. Okay. Oh, remember, cages, crashed cages, you usually want to embed them into the terrain. It's more realistic like that, okay? So in cases even more. Too close to my stuff. This is much better. Okay. Okay. Pile of junk. Maybe a boss encounter. I don't know if I want to make her a boss encounter. That's a tough question. It depends on the narrative, if I can fit it in the narrative well or not. We can see we have the brazier here. Brazier. Yes. So let's put some braziers. When we asked about units, I suppose we were speaking about units, not heroes. Okay. No? Okay, like this. Okay. I like this. Ah, okay, sorry. Okay, and okay. Oh. Will I find a position? Okay, it's better. Okay. Hello, Dark Federico. Salute your mana worms. You like them? Yeah, Skalil, that's the idea. Oh my god, the game. Barrel. Okay. They are like very similar to Fairy, how I call them, the Night Elves unit. So they can cast Fair Fire, and they can also cast Mana Burn, and they are magic immune. They have all animations, very cool. Fairy Dragons, thank you. No, not every single unit. Only this unit, Mana Worms, and the Golems. And the Spellbreaker. Stop. Nothing else. I think we can... It's enough. No. The Lieutenant doesn't have magic immunity. Yes, this is still Chapter 3. Don't you see it? But I'm quite further along. You say dark blue, huh? And by the way, Santa Claustico, did you find the banner within CSW data files that we can use here? I want to put it here. Okay, not for the trolls, okay? This is the banner for here. We have to ruin it and put it here. And we can put it also twice, one here and one here if we want. And then we need to view another banner from CSW, don't know which. I mean, Shay should have told you. To UV map it on the sail here. The Amani banner, yeah. So that we can add the Troll Destroyer of the Amani instead of the Horde. I think that's POTD. What is POTD? And by the way, do you think I should put trash around the high elven bases? I think it's fine to not have them. To not have trash. I prefer to use these treasures and to see that the nature is more clean beside them. Like here you have the gnolls. They are all wasting stuff around. Also the humans. And here instead the elves are not doing that. And so it's very bucolic and beautiful. You only have these small places here, but they are still reasonable. Do you like it? Okay, elves done little. Path of the Dam campaign. I dislike the entirety of Path of the Dam campaign from a gameplay point of view. It's a shitty ass campaign. So, yeah. What do you mean? This is the default gold mine. Remember, it is Warcraft III Re-Reforged, okay? So we are supposed to follow that. Yeah, I think this is pretty fine. So now it's time to work on this. So this area is pretty barren, and that's a bit unavoidable, I guess. As you can see, there is this fountain of mana. I can add a bit more rocks beside the fountain of mana just to make it a bit more interesting. But not much else I can do. So let's improve a little bit the rocks here around it so that it's a bit more cool. Oh yeah, a water elemental appreciated. Yes, the Troll Destroyer ship is also the from CSW, yes. It's the work of True Troll Destroyer. It is the Horde Destroyer. Okay, so now there is this area here. I want to make this easy to path around, so let's move this a little bit. Because okay. So we start from this here. Hello there, Daran, welcome. Been a while. Don't worry, Daran. I am 3 weeks late. What is a magic broom, please? Tell me, even if I am a bit scared to know. I don't really like that too much. I'm experimenting, okay? Oh, I see. I understand what it is now. Yeah, I saw it. Very cool. Pom 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 pom. Yeah, I know it pretty well. Okay, I like the bones. I don't really like that being here. So bye bye, First Strider Codex. You're going to be moved here. And the Runstone Codex. It should be moved here somewhere. Like, there is no Codex here. This here, it should be fine. I mean, only for the thing here. Should probably not be enough. So yeah, I should keep it. Should probably put it here, so that people will come luring for it, and then they move towards this beautiful fountain. So I guess I can do this here. Or maybe, and then too big. Walkable rocks. Okay. Okay, that's pretty nice. So just the stupid things, okay, nothing really important, but perfectly passable. Okay. And then we can move this too. Okay, let's see. So no. There is no codex explaining about the Horde invading Qual class. It's just as a nice little Easter egg. Okay. I guess that's pretty good looking. Yeah. Maybe it is too close. Okay, better. Whew. Okay. That's pretty neat. Without rocks. Just the runes. Can do that. Instead of blue, I guess I can use this one. Okay. Okay. I don't know. All made by Blizzard. Don't know, not convinced yet. You know what? Bye. That's better. Okay, this is the way. So yeah, that's easier. It's a bit less baroque. I don't like baroque stuff. I will never will. Oh no, I want the unit palette. And then okay, you move. Okay, pretty cool. This is cool too. Okay. So I guess this is not too bad. Then we have some additional areas to flesh out, like this one here. It's too empty. Okay, then we have a bush here, maybe. Maybe better here. Okay, that's a bit better. Then there was another point. Maybe it was this one. This should not be other bare bone points. Should be pretty cool. Amazing. So now, yep, this is cool. You arrive here, you find this. When you pick this up, the runes will disappear, and then you will get all of these other runes to disappear if you move up here. Yeah, I can invent something. Far Striders. Don't know, maybe I can just do it like this. Maybe it's better. Far Strider. It's a code. It's just the idea is to make sure the player will go to this direction if they see it and not skip it. They see a codex, they move to this, and then they discover this too. That is the idea, to make it useful. Yep. So now let me adjust. First Rider is the faction of Sylvanas. So now let's add. I think layout wise the map is complete. I need to add some code. Yeah. Layout wise it seems very complete. So nothing about this troll warlord. There is no interesting troll warlord we can use. No. Okay. So just generic war troll warlord. Yes, of course. Consider that the code for this map will be very fast. Not a lot of work will be needed to code it. I will not do it on stream because it's very tedious, but no. If it's a random name, doesn't make sense, just keep a troll warlord. So, another question, now that I'm here, I can exploit you. Can you tell me the color of the trolls here? What color should they have? Team color. Of course they will be neutral hostile, but I want them to have a team color. Remember that will probably appear also on the flag of the ship. Red trolls. Red. All of you agree about that? Blacklist. Okay, so brown or cyan teal? No, cyan teal, no. It's already elves. Let's check which color are Amani. Amani. How ugly are you? So ugly. I think this shot is very cool from here. Like, you see all of these things. I hope this map does... Hello, Stellos Jew. Dark green. I hope these maps will evoke the feeling of... Oh, wonderful, eternal quote glass. The eagle on the Amani banner is white. And what should... Forest Troll should be enough, right? They are not of any tribe, or maybe we want to use a tribe name from World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, I was dumb. I even know about that. Shadow Pine. Shadow Pine. But let's use Shadow Pine. So these are our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Shadow Pine. Let me check how I named some stuff. So I want to see. No, don't need to check here. I can easier check there. Okay. I know, I see how I did it. So, they are going to be Shadow Pine Troll. So Shadow Pine is no longer white. White is no longer pine. You're telling me that? Are you sure no longer white? Because I like white. Okay. Color snow. Okay, so it was just a visual thing. Say hello to the Shadow Pine tribe. Here they are. And we are going to use the eagle of the Amani. I want it here and I want it here. And we just have the warlord here being captured before by the elves. So if you free it, he will fight against you, because that's a... I think having the trolls help... In the lore, do the trolls help Arthas? Because in my opinion, even if I hate the elves, I will not help the literal dead win, because they are dead. This leader is supposed to die here or not? If not, we are not going to use this leader. Oh, okay. So so when you come in contact with them, they will fight against you. Well, Arthas was not the dead back then. Okay. So we are missing some pattern blockers here, I guess, now. Okay. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. Papa. 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 Fuck you, little bit of shit. Okay. Papa. Papa. Okay. So these should be pines? You're telling me that? You want this to be pines? Like this? Why? Help me understand. So it should be fall pines, because we are in fall season. So it should be these pines here, not green. This one here. But I can do them here, because this is going to be this color. I mean, there is no cinematic here. You're not able to see this. Why do we care about something like that? Yes, here there are pines. No, these are just fall pines. It's how it works in Warcraft 3. Please remember the game. Trolls areas of... This is... Okay, so this is not a troll area. This is more of a troll ship coming here. So this is supposed to be surrounded by elven stuff. Because it's just there for as an invasion strike team. I mean... Yeah, they're a raiding party. It's not something bigger, okay? Just a raiding party. It's evident it's a raiding party if we have a ship here. So I will not add any kind of different things here. It's just confusing, doesn't make any sense. It's not like it's a settlement, otherwise it would make sense. Yes, but this area is outside the camera bounds, and I have issues in recalling the terrain if there is beside a cliff. So please. It's not needed, really. It's cool like this. it's a raiding party. If we have the chance to make a more troll area, we'll put there pines, and I will design it accordingly, okay? Oh, come on, it's something so pointless. Sadogre. Okay. I still need this fixed as Octovaliant. A wood pier. Well, but isn't a wood pier something a bit less, a bit more structure for raiding party? I can add a wood pier, not a problem, but this is the wood pier. But it'll make sense too. This is how it looks. Exactly. I think it looks like dog shit. Say hello to my little chicken riders. Actually, Smeg is working on them to improve them. Yeah, and I don't want to have a custom wood pier for a troll raiding party, okay? It would be ridiculous. Not really worth the effort to have additional custom model for something like this. Yeah. If it were for you, the game size will be 600 gigabytes. 2 tables. Make me laugh, please. I don't think it. A sheep should be here. It should be fine. I'm watching everything. I think the map is basically complete. From a more design point of view, I guess. There is a bit of code to do, but I'm pretty convinced I can do the code pretty fast. I also started writing the AI script, so yeah. Yes, I like that. Great. So I would probably like to start doing some coding. Not really sure I want to code it online though. On stream, I mean. Because it's the most boring part of coding. It's initializing stuff, which is very repetitive and stupid. Oh, if you're sending me the ship, I will test it immediately. Ship. No, you don't like boring stuff. A lot, a ton, a huge amount. No zeppelins, you have to build, use corpses to build the bridge, you have Darkham Dra here in the cinematics, so a lot. Maybe the gameplay is not too different. I mean, you're going to use waygates, but in general, yeah, the mission will feel differently. More than this one. Yeah. Where is my ship? The levels, yeah, the levels, I think all levels in that campaign suck. Maybe just Black Rock and Roll 2 was fun. It's the only level of the Undead campaign I found fun. The first level of this level here of the Vanilla Undead campaign is acceptable just because you play as the high health for the first time. Otherwise, it's completely pointless. You just move around. I think now it will be much more fun because it will be you need to expand, you need to move your base, you need to fight the runestones. There's a lot of stuff. The map where I retain my sanity is the best. You will be able to possess High Elven peasants in chapter 5. I promise that. And also I can promise that you will be able to build all structures and research all upgrades. Cheers. But not rain any unit. So cool. Evil. Come on, Ogre. Waiting for the ship. Let me save in the meanwhile. I hope you like the map. Anyway, I'm pretty happy on how it turned out to be. It's a lot of custom stuff. It's very beautiful looking. Oh, you should tell me when you upload it. Okay. Troll destroyer ship. Troll ship. Wow, your description is very, very easy to understand. So let's see it on Re-Reforged Studio first. Yeah, the peasants can become militia. Yeah, of course. That is possible. Okay. Let's see it, and then let's rename it. Yes, don't worry, I will use mine. Oh. I'm not really sure. I mean, that's very ugly. I think we need this ego. Okay, so first we need to keep the texture of the sail and just add the eagle, which should also be in the normal map, I guess. Or even if it's not a normal map, not important, but should be embedded like the original version. Okay, this is not good enough. This is very ugly, actually. Sorry, Santa Claus, Digo. So we need to embed this within the sail. You just mapped it on it. So the symbol is fine. We need to get this symbol onto this. There is a default one, okay? So we need the symbol to be something like this. It doesn't need to be completely so big. I mean, can be something like this here. With team color. Then I put it in color white, and we are very, very happy, because if I go snow, you see, right, I get the team color we need. And so it will be very easy. That's the idea. And then have this big troll destroyer here. Parked here. They are parking a lot, basically. Yeah. Yes, 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 very happy. So I want to code, I need to code this kind of stuff as soon as possible. And then I hope for next one we can start doing some cinematics. Because cinematics are very fun to do on stream with respect to general code. So I would like to be able to do so. Yeah, Fugrim gave you the right answer, Flame. There is a detail no one will notice. Actually, people would prefer to see it like the Second War because it reminds them of something they know. So I will keep the exact same model with just a different banner and then assign the white in color and it should be fine. People say, what is from the Second War? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Only this. That's the point of this, okay? You should feel like it. Nothing else. That's the idea. Like people see this and say, but this is for the Second War. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's it. This is very cool, right? Smeg made that too. I can even add a bit more things. No, there is an Easter egg. There is an Easter egg, but no codex. I need to make sure the ruins feels to be within the environment. Hey mate, I just passing by the stream to tell you that I have been playing the Re-Reforged version you have made, and damn, it is amazing. I'm currently finishing the campaign and looking much forward to seeing the others coming up. Keep it up, you hard work, and good luck, mate. Take care. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. To Barork. Not to Barok, but to Barork. A good flag here. Ruin the flags. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes to your question, Deikumi. What I can tell you that is, when it appears in the interlude, it appears in a garden. When it appears in the mission, when it appears in the undead interlude, it is within a building. When it appears during the undead mission, so when you attack it and fight against Antonidas, I want only to see one portion of the city. I don't want to show the entirety of the city. So we'll manage there. You're not supposed to see again the same area you saw previously, because it's another part of the garden. The idea is that it's too big to do something like this, okay? This is the idea, basically. Since the mission is very focused, I don't want to show the entire city, but just a part of it. Because if I show the entire city... Okay, so when we are playing in Stratholm, it makes sense... No, the corpses need to be clean. Otherwise my Easter egg would not work. And basically, when you're destroying Stratholm, you're destroying the entire city, so it makes sense to show the entire city. When you're destroying Daran, you're not destroying Daran. Archimonde destroys Daran. They're supposed to counterattack. So it means that you are actually like striking against the city along a certain path and then going back. And this is what I want to do. So I will take the map of the city, I will make a bigger and detailed version of it, and you move around it. And then I will show you the outskirts when you fight in the following mission. And then I will show some other side of it when you fight against it, when you fight in it, again, in the Frozen Throne. That's the idea. I can't really show the entirety of Daran like this because it's too big and too complex. So the garden are there. You suppose that there are gardens. You're not fighting in the gardens because they are not fortifying stuff in the garden. Then you when Archimonde destroys the city, will also destroy the garden. Bye. And then when you fight, you will be around the ruins in a place similar to where you are. So this is the idea. I read everything. I think I read it a long time ago. In general, this is the idea, okay? Because otherwise, Daran will feel too small. Daran, it's bigger. If the mission was destroy Daran, then I will show the entirety of Daran. But since the mission is not destroy Daran, I need to give the player the impression that it didn't destroy Daran. I want to give the impression that actually the Scourge is not so capable of destroying Daran on its own. It's like the Scourge is struggling to attack the city, take something, and then defend against it. This is what I want to show. Daran is fucking strong in the lore. Then Archimonde comes and say bye-bye Daran and destroys it, and this makes Archimonde an incredible threat. This is the idea. So, the style of Daran will be closer to the original style, but with the new layout. This is my take on it. And this is also very good because it allows me to show interludes whatever I wish without having to reproduce it. For Andral, which is smaller and you're supposed to destroy it and invade it and everything, I had to make the interlude exactly like it was. Also for Silvermoon, you will see the entirety of Silvermoon. And you'll fight inside Silvermoon and destroy Silvermoon. This is the general idea, because you have to do it. But for Daran it's different. I think the idea that you destroy Daran is a very bad idea to give, because even Kel'Thuzad says they will counterattack. So if you have the impression you destroyed them, there is no one to counterattack. You usually have the impression that they are actually a force to be reckoned with, and that their pride allows you to steal their artifact. The pride of Antonidas, his conviction that his magic was just enough to stop you without mobilizing its full force. Because I think this is what happens in the lore, like Antonidas is so smart, a bit dumb in general. That's my 2 cents at least. So, yeah. I think this is all well and done. I think I'm ready to code a little bit now, after the stream. And so I think we can end it for today. Dear people, from YouTube, from a not too distant future, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Dev. I hope you enjoy me be back for this Let's Dev. Remember, you can support me on Patreon, you can come join the lives on Twitch, and don't forget to like, comment under this video, and subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything to me. And with that said and done, I wish you good day, good night, wherever you live, whatever time of day is it, and see you next time for the next Let's Dev.